First, some shopping. We're going to visit Straid to pick up another copy of Dark Fog. It'll be a very useful King squad, and we'll also get some more use out in Belfry Luna and a few other spots. Pick up Flame Swathe. I'm going to use this at Skeleton Lords and Dark Lurker. It's pretty nice to have, but not strictly necessary. You could get by without it. Lingering Flame, however, is necessary. We need this for Rat Authority. It's very important. It's also going to be useful against Rat Vanguard and Chariot. So once we have those spells, we're going to go back to Majula. We'll upgrade our Pyro Flame. We can get it to +6 right now, so then we can start using some of those Pyromancies. I'm also going to pick up another couple of copies of Yearn and a bunch of Alluring Skulls. We can buy more of those now that the Shrine of Winter's open. So, +6 Flame. And we'll get another couple copies of Yearn. That'll bring us to 3 copies total. We'll rarely need all 3. 2 is going to be enough most of the time. So that's plenty. And now we need Alluring Skulls. Yearn is great, but we still do want a bunch of Alluring Skulls, because they have a few advantages over Yearn. First, they don't take a spell slot. They also don't run out of casts. They don't cost stamina. In fact, you regen stamina while throwing a skull. Very nice. They also don't require you to switch your spells or equipments to use them, which can be very helpful mid-combat. And finally, there are a couple of enemies, ogres and rats, that respond to skulls, but not to Yearn. So we definitely need some of those. Let's get those equipped. Let's get our black bow equipped. Nice. And let's set up spells. We're going to want Dark Fog, 2 Yearns, and Lingering Flame. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to Chariot. Why Chariot? There are a lot of things we could do next, but Chariot locks the Nahr Alma robes. Those robes give 10% boost to souls gained, as compared to Sildora robes, 5%. So we'd rather get them sooner than later. It's a good investment. We can also get Ricard's Rapier along the way. And we'll talk more about that once we get it, which will not be long. For now, we're just going through one-shotting all the enemies with our wonderful new bow. Don't get blindsided by that guy around the corner. Lure him out. Don't get poisoned by the moth. We'll duck into the alcove over here where we're safe from the cloud. Wait for that cloud to dissipate. Try and snipe this guy. It's hard to see in the dark. Nope. And it's all kinds of misses. That's okay. One more moth. There we go. We'll use fog for this other moth. Where is he? Here. And now we're going down for Ricard's Rapier. It's directly below us at the bottom level here. So we're going to drop down to it. Now, for a quick RTSR, facing the exit of the cave, we're going to turn to the right, search the white wall for the highest mushroom. Right over there. From that mushroom, we're going to look diagonal down to the left to that mushroom. We're going to run straight towards that one. Our target mushroom is the one below it. We're going to run straight off, straight into the wall, use the wall as a backstop, so you can't possibly fall to your death. Okay. Sanctum Mace on, no cat ring. Sanctum Mace brings up to about 70% weight. So now we're just going to run straight off directly towards, directly towards that mushroom. That'll give us RTSR. And it'll put us on a nice safe platform where we can kill all these enemies over here. We'll take out the butterfly. We will fog the basilisk. The lucky will also fog the little hollow. Didn't get the little hollow, that's okay. Down goes the basilisk. Down goes that guy. Basilisk drops 3 large shards, grab those. You could also loot the drops from the butterflies if you want, they're not so important. And this is Ricard's Rapier. Ricard's Rapier is what makes the dex build so good. Do not skip it. It's incredibly important. It has amazing dex scaling, 100% scaling at +10. For context, the standard Rapier has 40% scaling and the black bow has 65%. 100% is wild. So Ricard's is going to get very strong as we get more dex. And it doesn't scale with strength at all, which is actually a good thing. Let's talk numbers. The standard Rapier caps out at 350 attack, but that's at 99 dex and 99 strength. You need both. Meanwhile, Ricard's caps out at 360 attack, which is the highest physical attack of any Rapier, by the way, and that's at 99 dex. You don't need any strength at all. So not only is Ricard's the strongest Rapier in the game, it gets to max power in half the levels, which makes it absurdly efficient. So we're going to be using Ricards, and we're going to be going up to 80 dex later on. And that's going to give us amazing melee DPS, and it's also going to make the black bow really, really good. The build just works. Though one thing to note, never ever infuse Ricards. Infusions work best on weapons that have high base damage, low scaling. Ricards is the exact opposite. It's a horrible candidate for infusion. So, no infusions, please. Alright. And now skating through this area is very easy as long as you remember where they are. Don't get ambushed by that dude up top. Come over here. Switch to those Alluring skulls. There are 2 enemies in that little hallway back there. We're going to toss a skull out. Log into the corner. Hopefully it'll poison both of them. If not, finish him off with the bow. Yeah, one of them didn't get poisoned, so we'll just toss another skull. Shoot him. Down they go. Okay. Toss another skull to kill the archer. Now we want to watch for those hanging hollows. Here's one. Ooh. That one's usually pretty reliable. The other one, he hasn't spawned in it. He hangs right here. Sometimes he just doesn't show up right away for some reason. It's very odd. But just kind of run around for a bit. Wait till he appears. There he is. So we don't get stabbed in the back. Also watch out for this guy over here. He spawns when you approach the ladder. Don't want to get ambushed by him. Okay, we'll light this bonfire so we can come back here later. And now we're going to run a Chariot. Yearn and Run. Should be pretty simple. We'll toss the Yearns up into the sky where the enemies can't attack. Yearn is very effective in this area. It works on basically everything except the dog. There's only one dog and it's not in our way. Alright, for this section we want to make sure we keep a Yearn active at all times. We never want an enemy to pick up aggro on us, not even for a moment. That way they should not follow us after the Yearns wear off. Make sure to keep a Yearn up at all times. And run on through. That should do. No one following? Good, we're clear. Okay, we'll clear these hollows so they don't bother us later. And we're going to switch to Stone Ring and Poison Arrows. Here, the Red Phantom. Step up here. One shot to the head to start out. Follow with 2 quick body shots for the quick poison. And there we go, he's dead. We're going to run back this way. Cross over this little gap. Make sure you have Yearn at the ready, just in case there's some torturers wandering over there and they happen to get close enough to notice you. But yeah, this guy won't follow us all the way out here, so we should be safe. Usually won't cross this little gap. Turn back and be aggro, go back to the fog gate. And either way, the poison kills it pretty quickly. Okay. Now we're going to get Lynn's Ring ready. Alright, Yearn is ready. Let's go. Chariot time. Start by casting out a Yearn. And run to safety. Let Chariot roll through. Knock down the enemies. Cast out another Yearn. Keep them busy. And clear out the Necromancer. We'll hide over here. Chariot come around again. Clear the skeletons out one more time. Knocks them all down. One more Yearn to distract. And I'm going to go from where the Necro was. We're going back towards the entrance into this little alcove. Let's wait here a moment. Chariot knock them down. One more time. One last Yearn. Away from me. Okay. Now we're going to get ready to kill Chariot. Lingering Flames. plant lingering flames. Make sure you try and get these in the middle of the track. If you put them on the sides, then they might miss. Grab about 2 flames. Back off. And boom. I'll go to the next 3. After 5 flames, Chariot will hang from the edge. Stop circling around, and then we basically won. If you miss a flame, you can restore them with an herb and get your Yearns back as well. Or you can just kind of sit here and poke him with arrows as he turns the corner and put them back in safety. Whatever you need to do. But if you don't miss a flame, then it's easy. Now we're just going to toss a Yearn and run. Toss some skulls as well. Or you can, again, you could burn an herb and get your Yearns back. That's fine too. Doesn't really matter. Just keep your skulls active. Don't be afraid to overuse them. So the enemies never pick up aggro on you, so they won't chase later. Alright, so we should be clear. Poke him and he falls. Get our souls. 3-5k soul at the end here. And we're done. Chariot's clear. Now we're going to go talk to Titchy Gren. And we have to say yes to all his questions, which is pretty creepy because he has some weird questions. We need to buy... you're pressing the wrong thing. Come on. Thank you. We want to buy Fire Whip. Fire Whip is the key to Mytha. It gets stunlocks her to death. We're only going to cast this spell 4 times, but that's going to be enough to kill Mytha. One of the scarier bosses, potentially. Mytha has some quick attacks. She can be unfun. Fire Whip kind of trivializes the fight. You just have to dodge 1 attack. So, very nice spell. Worth talking to this creep for. And now we're going to kill him. We want his robes. So take him out. He doesn't drop the robes, he drops the hood. You can keep the hood if you want. It's equal to the Alluring cap. So just pick your favorite and drop the other in storage. Also going to drop the robes in storage because we're done with those. Now we can go buy the robes from Melentia. Very nice investment. Direct upgrade to the Alluring robes. We'll be using those after bosses from now on. Okay. Next split.